In this video, I'm going to show you how I built a fully automated tenant screening system using just 3 tools: Tenant, Lovable, and Airtable. Now it sends out applications, pre-qualifies leads, automatically follows up, and also books tours with the most potential candidates, all without me lifting a finger. Now, before going into the actual Airtable and all of the NA10 nodes, let me go over a few points that I want to cover before going into the workflow itself. The problem with traditional tenant screening. So generally, one of the main issues we face is time and the time constraint that we have, because we have working hours, we have different tasks on hand, we have other obligations. It's not like we just have one unit and our sole purpose is just renting out this one unit. Anyway, we have slow emails back and forth. Somebody applies after working hours, then tomorrow we have some other obligations, and then the day after that we send them an email to fill in a pre-application form or whatever. We don't consistently follow up. Once the application also comes in, we have to manually review all the documents, although we already know the things we're looking at and we already know what we want to see. Also, our agents are wasting time on low quality applications, maintenance companies coming in and inspecting the location, and then all these delays cause all kinds of vacancy losses and additional days spent, which really don't have to be wasted. Anyway, so the AI system, what it actually does: first, the applicant submits the initial inquiry, so they click apply now on Zillow or any other application that you're offering the listing to. Now the AI system sends them a pre-qualification form where they fill in. The pre-qualification form is a custom built for each client, because every client has their own kind of things that they want to look at, their own criteria for different properties, their units. Then AI evaluates the income, the documents, the profile, all of the red flags, stores all the applicants and all the communication in Airtable. It automatically follows up with the good leads, also sends rejection to those that are already disqualified based on the inputs. Then it also books tours or viewings with the top candidates that it analyzes based on the qualification criteria that, again, we set it what our own qualification criteria is. In the end, it just notifies the property manager with everything just neatly summarized and for a quick overview without going into all the details of each application. The tools overview, as I said, we use 3 tools: Tenant, Lovable, and Airtable, everything that we need. Tenant is using the backend, the AI logistics, the logic, the routing, all the triggers, the webhooks, so the technical stuff that we need for this whole workflow to basically work and use AI. Lovable is just a front-facing interface that we create a custom form in, just gives it a bit of branding and a nicer vibe rather than some boring Google form. And Airtable is storing all the database and having a client-facing dashboard for a simple overview of all the applicants, all the units, and everything. Now let me go into the Lovable intake form. This is the intake form that we built for one of our clients. It's a simple 4-step process. This is based again on that client's particular criteria of screening applicants. A few notes that might result in a denial of the application are immediately listed over here. All the information, please complete it fully. And anyway, just as you can see, any information that you find the applicant should know before sending out the application, so that we already kind of try to qualify those that are probably not going to be accepted anyway. Anyway, we give the email address. We go on to the next step. I'm just going to give a random address here. I'm just going to say I want to move in December the 1st. Okay, name, age. Yeah, this is age already filled in. Do you or any other occupants smoke? I'm going to say no. Do you have pets? If you say yes, then you have to list out each pet and the breed of the pet. I'm just going to say no, just for the sake of it. Now the background information: unlawful detainer, bankruptcy, any other charges that or criminal offenses that the applicant could have. I'm going to go no for all of this, but in case somebody clicks yes, they have to provide additional details, and this is an obligation in order to move forward. I'm just going to say no to each of these so that we can move forward. List of sources, gross monthly income of the household. Then they list out all the different income sources that they have. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to put 5K here, and Do you currently have the first month's rent as security deposit equals to 1 month rent available? I'm just going to say, yes, I do. Submit the application. As easy as that. The application is submitted. Now everything happens in the background. You don't have to do anything in this case. I'm just going to go into the background right now and see what actually happened. First, the initial inquiry handler is the step before the application that we went through, because this one is when somebody says that they're interested in a property on Zillow or send you an email. We capture that email, we analyze it, extract it, we parse the contact through AI. We create and update the tenant record in Airtable, which is the database. We send the pre-application email. So we send them a simple email that is, please fill in this application, and we will send you a tour dates or approval or denial of your request. This one is just a reminder of pre-application. It checks if the tenants have a status of that a pre-application email has been sent, but the application has not been filled in. It calculates the time, then sends the first reminder after 12 hours, then the second reminder after 24 hours, because we want to move fast and we create kind of urgency in all of these emails. We create them with AI based on the property and everything. We try to kind of push the person to fill in the application form as soon as they can. If not, after 24 hours, we mark them as inactive if there's not any response. This is the application completed handler. This is what we actually did just now. We filled in the application form. It receives the data from the Lovable app that I just filled in. It saves and responses to the Airtable database, qualifies the tenant based on the criteria. Again, this criteria we set, or you as the client, of what you want to have and what you want to prefer. Sends appropriate emails, so qualified or rejected, and updates the status and logs all the communication in Airtable. This one is for those that are approved, and the tour reminder needs to be sent out. So we sent a tour dates or a Calendly or a Google booking link. It monitors qualified tenants without scheduled tours and then sends reminder after 24 hours. Again, we want to push them to do this as fast as possible so that we can have the unit listed as soon as possible, basically. The tour schedule handler, this is just when somebody schedules a tour. It updates the tenant status to tour scheduled. It sends a confirmation email with the details and just prepares for any future reminders if necessary. Now, if I go into the backend, which is the Airtable database that you saw in the beginning, this is a overview of all the tenants that apply. This is again draft data. This is not real data. The property they applied for, their personal information, the application status. So somebody might be just a new inquiry. Some of them already rejected or approved or completed a tour. The qualification score is crucial here because we give the AI the criteria that it needs to match in order for the clients to give them a qualification score of 0 to 100 and a priority level for them. Again, some of the information that they, like moving date, the tour date, the tour time, inquiry source, and all this different information. The communication history section is about just the communication that happened with the client. So the first reminder, the final reminder, pre-application email that has been sent. So for example, this one is just a reminder for your property tour, just so that they know it's tomorrow at 3 p.m. Looking forward to seeing you. And then rejection is again, thank you for your application. We regret to inform you that it's not been successful. Best of luck in your search. Now, if I go into the application responses, this section is for you, the client, to have an overview of all the responses from the clients. Basically, you have to have all the data of each and every answer that they gave. So if there's some misunderstanding or something, you can always jump in and have the overview of what the actual thing is that the applicant filled in the application form. So there's no mismatches anywhere. Anyway, yeah, this is eviction detail, bankruptcy, all the data that you saw on the Airtable intake form. Finally, because you probably don't want to go over a bunch of hundreds and hundreds of rows of tables and data, we created kind of an interface list. This interface is just for customized to each client because each client wants to have different information listed here. So if I go in, for example, the dashboard, the qualification dashboard, it gives me the overview of what's the average qualification score, how many approved tenants, the tenant applications over here, the name and everything. So basically this is the whole system that does everything for you. And at the end of this, you just have to show up and show open the door to your unit and show the already qualified and warmed lead your property. Anyway, you can try to build this on yourself. It's interesting, it's fun to build it. If not, we can also do it for you. Just hit us a message or comment below or contact us directly, and we can also do it for you. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye bye.